everyone. Welcome to Build Brunch, the daily morning show where we talk about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Liris Crosse.
I'm Allie Colbert.
And I'm Lucas Tim. Hi, everyone.
Yay!
Today we're going to talk about a Cosmo article discussing cheating in relationships, comedian Tig Notaro's next dream role, why the makers behind Black Panther weren't kidding when they said Wakanda forever, and Empire actress Taraji P. Henson's new Hollywood honor. But first,
we're joined by our co-host today, Liris Crosse. Thank you so much for joining her. You probably saw her on Project Runway, and we are so excited for you to join us today. I want to just jump right in with this book, though.
Yes.
So tell us about Make the World Your Runway.
Well, Make the World Your Runway was highly influenced by the love I got from Project Runway fans, because every week they just said, oh my gosh, if I could just bottle your confidence up in a bottle, I would buy it. So I said, you know what better way to do it than to put it in a book? So it's top model secrets for everyday success and confidence. It has principles of how I prepare for the runway, but I expound upon it and talk about it in the physical and the metaphysical. You know, your posture, your presence, your poise, they are all very important to how we present ourselves and how we're received in the world.
Yeah.
But your posture is just not how you stand, but also how you're aligned. So who are you aligned with in your everyday life and how that affects you? Our confidence, you know, it bleeds into everything we do in our everyday lives, and we don't know, from work to situations with family and friends, it affects us. And that's why I made Make the World Your Runway, so you can make the world your runway every day too. Whether at work, with friends, family, whoever it is.
I love that, and because I think a lot of people think confidence is something you're born with, and it's like, actually it's something that you have to kind of work on and nurture and grow in different ways. Yeah,
it's definitely something that you have to build upon because, I mean, for modeling, every day I go through something, whether it's a casting, you think you're gonna get this job and then you're not the right person for it. And it's something that I constantly have to build myself up, and everyone else out there can build themselves up too. It's important because I want people to just live out their purpose and live their best lives.
Yeah.
And that's what Make the World Your Runway is all about.
Yeah, and you were the first plus-size model winner on Project Runway, which is amazing.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Representing for my curvy girls of the world.
Yeah, I mean, tell us about that, because I imagine, I mean, it's hard for everyone to maintain confidence, but then especially in an industry like modeling, when it's just all eyes on you and that sort of level of criticism, I mean, I think it's really amazing when people are able to do that with confidence.
Well, I have to constantly believe that what's meant for me will always find me. If something doesn't work out, it's because it really wasn't meant for me. And yes, it can, like I was saying, it can attack your confidence. But when I know who I am and whose I am, that's the difference maker.
Yeah.
and you are a model, you are an actress, and you are really a pioneer in the fashion industry, especially for African-American and full-figured women, which is a huge achievement, because to break through in the fashion industry. What is it like being a role model, not only in fashion, but now in this age of social media where everyone is obsessed with imagery, so your image is out there so much?
Well, I love it because I get to actually interact with people that probably never got to reach across the world and speak to somebody that they admire. We see images so much every day, and we don't realize how much it affects our confidence, how we see the world, how we see ourselves. So be able to create images and work that helps to make people feel so much better about themselves, that feels amazing.
Yeah. And I think since we have a professional at the table, if you could just like give us a little posing.
Oh yes, I need help.
I mean, I think if we all just look at this camera and you just like tell us how to like really bring it, just so the rest of the show we have that energy.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorites, Tyra Banks, always says the smize. So your smize is very important. Your eyes, direct eye contact. I always say adjust your chin just a little bit so really those eyes can set in. And guess what? Just smile.
Got him.
Wow. Yes. Okay, the show's over. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Well, we're so excited to hang with you today.
Thank you so much.
And let's get into it, you guys. A new Cosmo article poses the question, once a cheater, always a cheater? Can relationships recover after infidelity, or is it a deal breaker?
Ooh.
So I have to say, it's crazy that this article is coming up because I have been discussing this, I don't know why, because I'm faithful.
I was like,
Yeah,
do you have something you want to
She
say?
brought this up the other day when I was at dinner with her and her girlfriend, and I was like, Allie, you tried to say something.
This for some reason, I keep hearing stories about people who cheat, especially
You keep watching shows. I know.
I keep watching shows where people cheat, and it's just on my mind a lot. Since you are our guest of honor, I'm curious, like, what's your take on this?
Well, my thing is anything is possible. Just because someone, I mean, I remember there was one time Drea from Basketball Wives said, you know, my wholeness has been deleted. I really do think you being a cheater can be deleted too. That's if you have it in your heart to commit to change.
Yeah.
You can't just say, I'm not gonna cheat anymore. The best proof is not cheating anymore. So it has to take action and it has to be within your heart.
Yeah.
I definitely think, as if we've learned from books like Harry Potter.
Every damn
Harry
day,
Potter.
No, not cheating. It's true. When you commit evil, the true forgiveness, you have to feel remorse. And I think with cheating is the same sort of thing. If you really feel remorse, if you really feel bad for what you did, I think you can change. But
you still have
to want to change.
Yeah, because a lot of this is like, they say cheaters are 3 times more likely to cheat again. Yes, because if you don't want to change, if you like the thrill of it, if you got away with it, you're going to keep doing it.
But they also, the person from the Kinsey Institute, they're like, there are people who are sensation seekers. And because it's actually in their brain, possibly, they're not producing enough dopamine.
Go bungee jumping.
So they're going out to seek things, and that is something that they're going to have to talk to a therapist. Like, you're going to have to do some treatment.
This is my take on this.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. But I think it has to do with the person you're with. I think at the end of the day, you either want to cheat on that person or you don't want to cheat on that person.
That's true,
I think so, and
though.
I also think that cheating in your 20s when you're in relationships, I think it's different than cheating when you're married with kids.
Fine, yes, but I think, but you can be like, you know what? If you're really gonna cheat on the person, you can text them, hey, we're broken up.
Yeah,
right.
And that saves you just from the cheating. I think just calling them, if you really want to go have sex with whatever person and say, yo, hey, I'm sorry I'm doing this, but I'm about to have sex with someone because I don't love you no more. Bye. That's better than cheating on them.
What you're saying, though, is if you are willing to do that, then you really don't want to be that person.
Yes,
if you go to pick up that phone, you're like, you know what, I actually don't want it that bad, then you don't cheat. So maybe that's a good kind of test.
But have you not dated someone that you don't probably care about that much? You wouldn't feel as bad cheating on them as opposed to the love of your life?
But if that's the case, then why are you with them?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a million reasons people are in relationships.
Money.
Tell us why, Allie.
I don't know. There's a million reasons why people aren't with the love of their life.
Sex,
companionship.
A lot of times a lot of people are with who society has told them is the good look.
Yes.
You know, or this person has been through hell and high water with me for 10 years. I cheated on them and she's still stuck by my side. Or, oh, she's a good mother. That's why I want to stick with her.
Yeah.
No, just go ahead and be with who you really want to be with so that person can find who they really need to love.
That's it.
And you can be with who you really need to love.
That's the big, you're being selfish with the person, you're keeping the relationship. I mean, yes, there are many examples of people that cheating and then leaving their current spouse to then be with the one they cheated with and find true love. Or many examples, of course, I think we hear about, right. With people who find out, you know, they're more sexually fluid and they find out more about the sexuality. I empathize, I get it, but there comes a point when if you're about to do this to the person you do love or a relationship, you have to be honest with yourself and them that you're thinking about this because or else you're not gonna grow and you're gonna hurt so many people.
Yeah, I think cheating personally, it comes down to you. I don't think it's about who you're with or with your situation. It's you and something you're going through, some void you're trying to fill, or somebody you're trying to hurt, maybe subconsciously. So that's why it's very much like a personal choice, and I do think you can correct it, but like you said, you have to be willing to deal with it first. A lot of people don't want to do that work.
And a lot of people need therapy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Everyone should go to therapy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't want to do that work to look at like what's going on, and so they'll just like react.
Would you take someone back who cheated on you?
If I was married, I would think about it very strongly. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
If I wasn't married, probably not. Yeah. It depends, but
I could find another you.
That's what I'm saying. Matter of fact, you'll be here in a minute.
You must not.
Plenty of
I mean, actually, that's a good example.
See?
Queen Beyonce did take him back.
Right, but they were married, they had a family.
Yes.
I think that heightens the stakes.
That pisses me the
And
fuck
he
off.
allowed her to do Lemonade and
Fuck
just shit
that
on him for
shit.
2
Wait a minute,
years.
Allowed her to do
No.
Lemonade.
She did Lemonade.
Okay,
and
let's
just,
be clear.
And, no, I've
Yeah.
watched the Lemonade video like 10 times.
He knows all the choreography.
I do choreography formation. But like that was a big, I'm sure they had many conversations, and we know they had one in the elevator. Well, it wasn't more of a
Solange
conversation,
had
more
that
of a
conversation,
fight
and
with
it's very
Solange's
one-sided.
feet.
Solange
and Jay-Z.
Fifth had that conversation.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm assuming that was a lot of talking. Beyonce does not need Jay-Z, but I'm sure.
Beyonce's so much better than Jay-Z.
You know what?
I-
Marriages
yeah.
are marriages, and
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
they bring out something in each other,
Right.
which maybe we don't understand. And they
Jay-Z
both
could be
decided
an
to-
amazing guy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just probably, it sounds like from 4-4,
Roar
that he
forward.
needed to actually
Yeah.
go to therapy, like he said he did, and unpack and process some of his emotions.
Right.
That
A lot of
worked.
times people are brought up a certain way and they don't even realize that it's wrong.
Yeah.
They don't even realize that they're trying to fill a void that goes beyond,
Yeah.
you know, when they first got married, it goes back.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm such an over communicator. I don't think I could cheat because I couldn't lie.
I'm not a good liar.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a horrible liar. It would be.
Always been bad at that game, BS. Like,
Yeah.
You know, that when you're
Oh,
live,
yeah.
always bad at it.
I would win every time.
Of course. Not surprised. Yeah, okay, well, here we go.
We solved that problem.
We solved that problem. Tig Notaro has some high hopes. The comedian who now has some experience performing stunts and running from on-screen explosions recently appeared on Conan, where she dished on her desire to star opposite her doppelganger, Tom Cruise. Take a look.
You know, this is not good because I know you've told me before your dream gig is to play Tom Cruise's sister in a role. And I've always rooted for that to happen.
Yeah.
That would be great. And as people can see, you are built for this part. You are, let's take a look. Here you are.
Oh.
Look at it. If you want that gig, you gotta sell yourself as an actor. You
Look,
can't be...
I'm jumping onto those mattresses.
Now I can't unsee it. That's
Yeah.
all I see now.
Am I attracted to Tom Cruise because he's handsome or because he looks like a lesbian?
Now I
Cruise
can't
has
unsee it.
always been hot.
He's hot.
Wait, say that again to Allie.
I think Tom Cruise has always been hot.
Thank you.
I mean,
said that
if you
before.
want to
They
take it
got
back
after
to like
me.
An Officer and a Gentleman.
No, Tom Cruise is really hot. You say weird people are hot.
You attacked me one day because I was like, yo, if Tom Cruise offered, I would maybe
No,
take him
it
up.
wasn't Tom Cruise. It was like
No,
Alex
it was
Trebek
Alex
and
Trebek.
Steven Tyler. Or something.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
Alex Trebek, which I still stand by, and it was Tom Cruise.
Always old people from you.
These old white guys.
I like a distinguished man. What can I say?
Hey.
Tom Cruise, for me, I'm with you.
Look, distinguished men have Social Security, they have
Yeah.
benefits, you know.
Vacation
Membership to the
homes.
Church of Scientology.
Exactly. No, I don't know about that part.
Yeah. Tig looks a lot like Tom Cruise.
Yes, that is undisputable at this point.
Yes.
So I guess on to the next story.
No, Tig's a funny lady. I've seen only a few of her specials or whatever. You know Tig very well.
So Tig is one of these comedians who I discovered and I became obsessed with her material. And she's someone who can she takes her time with her stand-up and kind of lives in this negative space that as a comedian is very brave to watch. And I've just gone through all of her specials and she kills me. You enjoy her too, right?
She has the art of making you so uncomfortable and how slowly she, and just her deadpan delivery, she's very unique and that's why she's become so successful.
Right.
Also her documentary about her life, battling cancer, losing her mom, finding her partner, was so vulnerable.
Children.
Yeah, it was really, really, really cool.
I loved it.
And on the notes of stunts, so people in the stunt community who wanting recognition at the Oscars, which I actually have to agree with.
I'm
I think
surprised
stunt
it doesn't
people
exist.
should. If you look at clearly all the biggest movies out now, Avengers to Star Wars, anything involving all these stunt actors doing a lot of crazy things that I'd be way too afraid to do, whether you're on a motorcycle or just running really fast. I don't know. But these people should get recognized best stunt performance. I don't know, but
They are constantly dying on the job. I don't know what other qualifications.
really?
Yes, stunt people lose their lives all the time.
yeah,
get-
It's
Or
really
get
dangerous.
badly
Or get
injured.
badly injured. It's really
Well,
dangerous.
we know Tom Cruise would get a Lifetime Achievement Award for stunts.
yes.
He is the stunt king.
He really is.
Even into his 50s.
I think when I think stunts, I think Tom Cruise, and I also think the Bourne series with Matt Damon.
Yeah.
I think The Rock.
I think The Rock too. Even the movie, I think it was Inferno or whatever, the skyscraper. It was like such a bad movie, but I was like in it for the stunts. It was like MacGyver. He was like putting duct tape around his hands and like going against glass. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I felt about Star is Born, the stunts in that movie.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
The way Bradley Cooper.
And like the piano when she's playing the piano, that wasn't actually Lady Gaga. That was a stunt woman pretending to play the piano.
It was Billy Joel.
Impressive.
Can
It
you-
was Billy Joel.
That's
it
her
was
stunt
Billy
person.
Joel does stunts on the side, guys. It's really
And that makeout scene with Billy Joel and Bradley Cooper.
was exactly
So hot.
Yeah, Lady Gaga couldn't be there
Could
for
you
that.
imagine The Rock's stunt double?
Oh my God.
I've seen it. He uses
gotta
like the
be
same one.
huge.
Yeah.
He is
Huge.
massive.
Yeah, he uses the same one because it's probably the only one they could find.
Yeah.
It's like that dude's probably like,
Right.
tall.
Same thing, Jason Momoa has like the same stunt guy. My friend actually knows him, and he's just like this
Jason Momoa.
big, solid dude, and just travels with him all the time.
Khal Drogo.
Does stunts for him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, you kind of become like joint, like a twin with your stunt
Yeah.
person. They go with you every film.
That's so cute. I wonder if the stunt person is ever jealous of the attention that the actor gets.
I don't know.
I guess I would just be a jealous stunt.
Yeah, I was like,
Like, I'm already nominated
you'd
too!
be cheating on him.
It's
I
kind
know,
of
I'm a
like
mess.
it's kind of like when an actor is a stand-in for another actor
Yeah.
in a film.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, fun fact, I used to work with a woman that was Felicity's hair double. So Carrie Russell's hair double on Felicity, her hair was so iconic. I met the woman who played her stand-in, and her hair was amazing.
Wow.
And that's how she got the job.
I was Queen Latifah stand-in on the movie Just Right.
Were you?
Yes.
Really?
With Common.
That's cool.
I saw
love
that movie.
Yes, yes.
That's cool. See, are you jealous?
Jealous. I did wish I had some type of like small speaking part in
Yeah,
the film.
I feel that.
somehow, like towards the end, like let me get a line or something.
Yeah.
Or just like a scene with Common, you know?
You know, kissing him. Yeah.
That's what
I'll take it.
Who's this random woman just making out kind of at the end of the film?
You're like, shh, just call me Queen Latifah.
Yeah, Queen, I'm Queen Latifah.
That's funny.
I would have loved that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You guys, in other news, Wakanda Forever? More like Wakanda for free. Disney recently announced that the hit superhero film Black Panther will return to theaters for 1 week only in celebration of Black History Month. From February 1st to 7th, fans of the flick can check it out in participating AMC theaters at no cost.
I love that.
Well, Black Panther can afford to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize they made $1.3 billion worldwide. That's billion.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
It's great. And like Disney's also donating $1.5 million to the United Negro College Fund, which I think is fantastic that they're doing this. Overall, Disney, like, Black Panther just won the SAG Award for Best Ensemble Cast. Disney's riding high. Black Panther is probably the most iconic film of this past year. And this is great. I mean, I'm so happy they're doing this.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Is it nominated for an Oscar?
I don't remember.
We shall see.
Yeah.
I mean, it gave me so much pride to go to the theater and to see how packed it was. And just to see so many people beaming with pride. There is so much power in being represented in media and in culture. So this was another notch in that belt.
Yeah, it completely changed the conversation. I mean, things that come from this movie will last for so long, which is the coolest part. I mean, my Halloween costume last year with Princess Shuri.
Yeah.
Because I was like so inspired by this young girl who was like really good in STEM and supporting her entire country. It was like the smartest person in her country. I was like, I didn't have a role model like that growing up. Like, how cool.
And let's talk about the stunts in that
I
movie
know.
by the women.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
The women.
Women are the best
The
part of that
warriors
It
film.
was like a female ensemble.
Yes.
Yeah.
That ensemble was, I mean, Angela Bassett also.
Oh
She didn't do
my
any-
God.
She didn't have to do any stunts because she's Angela Bassett, but
I mean, she's Queen Mother.
Yeah. She's so, I'm in love with her. I
You
love
are.
Angela Bassett.
how do we
She
feel
looks
about the idea, though, of them doing this? I mean, we're seeing this more and more with them buying out theaters and giving people access to art, which I think is so cool, and something that we've just seen a lot more in the last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's amazing and so important. I think a lot of people don't have access to see the films that they deserve to be able to see.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just a good experience.
Yeah,
there.
like something like this, it's cool for the super fans to go back and see it in theaters. I have certain films that I love that I have gone back to theaters to see it because it's something like you see in that big screen. But also for those, like you just said, who maybe couldn't go the last time, movie tickets are ridiculously expensive, we all know, especially 3D
There's
or IMAX.
$17 in New York.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous. So maybe this allows people who couldn't go to then
Right.
go see it in theaters.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
I also love that they made a point to make sure that they said that word inclusive. Because a lot of people have like weird feelings about Black History Month, which I never really understand.
Oh my
and I'm sure people would have something to say about this, but they're like, this is for everyone to come enjoy this poignant film together to celebrate Black History Month. And I just thought it was like very beautiful how they like put it out there so people didn't have shit to say about it.
Yeah, how many tweets are getting, why is it not a white history month? Like, shut the fuck up.
Come on.
I'll reply to them, don't worry. I'll just be like, shut up.
You'll be our spokesperson on that. Are there any other movies that you hope that they would do this with?
Big.
Ooh.
I think that would be cool.
The timing of that is actually good because they're coming out with the new one.
See?
We're talking about Tom Hanks Big from like
Yeah.
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
That's a
But
Interesting.
they're doing a new one with Regina Hall and
I love
Issa Rae
90s
and Marseille
wait, they're
80s
coming out
from
with a new one?
Blackish. Yeah.
That's
Wait,
cool.
who's gonna be in it?
So Regina Hall plays the adult, Marseille, I forget her last name, from Blackish, the little girl Diane from Blackish, and then Issa Rae plays their best friend. And so they're doing it like flipping it on its head. So I think releasing that now would make sense.
Yeah,
given-
that's clever.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. I mean, Coming to America would be awesome.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Beaches. I love Beaches.
Oh.
I've
Splash.
never seen Beaches.
Xanadu.
Oh my God, you are really quick with this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ah.
I love movies.
Yeah.
I'm all there for beaches.
I'd love to see The Sound of Music in theaters. Because I've only seen it on my TV screen 800 times. So seeing it in theaters would be really cool.
What
It'd be really good.
Maria on the Hilltop with full screen. No, just me? Okay.
I think
cool.
that was just you, but I support you.
I'll be there in theaters.
endeavors.
So if you want to really, I'll be there. You have one person buying a ticket.
Oh God.
I'm actually with you on Big. Well, moving on, Empire actress Taraji P. Henson has officially received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. When accepting the honor, Henson gave a powerful speech about her journey in pushing past the stigma for female actresses over 40. And she really has, man. Like, I just saw What Women Want, which is a remake of What Men Want,
Yeah.
right?
No, What Men Want, you
What
saw.
Men Want, yeah, I saw a remake of the
What Women
Mel
Want.
Gibson, yeah. Because I'm interviewing the director next week. And she is, the first time I've really seen her in this lead role, the movie's all her, and she's getting to really just pull out other parts of her. There's a lot of emotion. She's really funny. Her physical humor is really great in it. So again, she's like not only ascended, she continues to ascend and rise.
Yeah.
which I think is
And what happens to her in that movie that she hears men's thoughts? She gets hit in the head?
Yeah, so she actually meets with like a psychic person who's played by Erykah Badu, who's like my favorite. And then she goes out and parties and bumps her head.
And
so it's
bumps
like-
her head.
Yeah.
And in
then
the
she can
first-
hear men's thoughts.
Yeah. Oh, that's how it probably is. You just smack your head and then you're like, oh, now I think like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it that happens to Mel Gibson in the first?
He is trying on women's pantyhose and then he like slips in his bathtub and hits his head on the bathtub.
And he gets like electrocuted or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I love that movie, by the way. The
I
one with
just-
Mel Gibson.
Oh, I love it too.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking like, is it really like a mystery to us, like what men want? We know what they want. It's just like, if I listened in on every man's thoughts, it would just be like tits, 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 tits. But then I would go to Lucas and it would be like,
And a
Hillary,
sandwich.
she
You
just
forgot
got
the sandwich.
It is. I was like, Hillary, literally 20,000 votes in Wisconsin. God damn it.
I know.
That's true. That was
you
what
know,
I was
but
thinking.
like that's what women wants. That's a lot more interesting to me than what a man
I
wants.
agree.
You know?
I agree.
Well, I want to give a special shout out to Jazz Waters. She worked on the story for What Men Want.
Yeah.
And Will Packer for even bringing a film like this to fruition. But I just want to just big up Taraji P. Henson just for
Yeah.
changing the look
Yeah.
of success after 40.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing that she, like you said, she just keeps ascending.
Yeah.
And do we know what men want? You said tits, but I think you forgot and a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandwich,
And the food.
complex.
Well, I won't give the movie away, but what men want is more complicated.
Surprised.
To go see it.
Interesting.
But, and also to continue on the praise of Taraji, I love Taraji P. Henson, and I have to admit, like, Hidden Figures was such a phenomenal movie. Mostly, I think she was an incredible lead, but I have to admit, I really fell in love with her when Empire came out, because
Cookie.
Empire, at least
Yeah.
for the first season, was such a phenomenal, groundbreaking show. I mean, her lines, "My name's Cookie, ask about me," like, she was so badass, and
everything.
she is such an exceptional actress. From dramatic to comedy, and what she says in this interview, which is so interesting. Well, she said she actually prefers comedy more, which is funny, because I think she's such a good dramatic actress. But I used to work at a production company that produced Empire, so I used to be able to watch the dailies. And dailies when they would come in every day from scenes that are unedited. And her improvising is so good.
Yes.
She is so funny and naturally just a great comedic actress to play with that I'm so impressed by her.
Yeah.
And like as Mary J. Blige made a speech at her honoring her ceremony, it was like Taraji's been helpful to her, been inspiration. Like, and Mary J. is Mary J. So that's I think Taraji's just awesome. I'm so happy for her.
Do you remember those Apple commercials? Wasn't she in that one with Kerry Washington and Mary J? Am I making that up? And they were like singing.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know that.
Anyway, it's not related at all. She's amazing.
I just want Taraji just to. I want her to win an Oscar. I know she's been nominated. She's won a Golden Globe for Cookie, Empire Season 1. I just want her to just keep winning, keep doing great films.
And I think she's trying to do bigger and bigger films. Like this, again, she's a headliner on this one. I don't think she's had that before where she was like the protagonist.
Well, yeah, this is the Tyler Perry film, which
that's true. Oh, Acrimony.
Yeah, Acrimony.
Yeah.
But I think as like a comedy lead, and also, again, fuck Mel Gibson, but remaking a very successful comedy film, and now her as the lead, I think is a big deal in her career.
I feel like we're Taraji's like agents right now. We're like, Taraji, keep at it, stay focused, you're gonna get another lead, and the three of us are just like, we don't have real jobs.
We just talk about people we don't know.
The best is yet to come for Taraji.
Yeah.
Totally.
Absolutely.
So many great things are gonna happen for her. We just have to stay tuned.
Definitely. You guys mentioned Empire, and before we wrap up today's show, we wanted to take a moment to send our love to actor and Empire star Jussie Smollett, who was recently attacked, we know, in a hate crime in Chicago. He was actually here not that long ago, and I interviewed him. And during a lot of the interview, he talked about his advocacy for LGBTQ rights and Black rights, and he talked about why it's important for him to speak out. And so when I saw this happen, I was like, they're trying to break his body, but they'll never break his spirit and his soul. He is so strong in his convictions, and I know he's gonna come back even stronger. And now he has an even bigger community around him supporting him. So we just want to send our love to him.
He's such a light. He's an exceptional talent.
And that's all from us today. I want to remind people where they can pick up your book.
Amazon.com.
Yes, go pick it up, guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same table.